We're going to unlock one of the biggest credit card secrets used by millionaires to get rich. I guarantee you've never heard of it. So do me a favor, hit that like button and stick around until the end, because we're going to walk through step by step how you can make over $40,000 in passive income. Welcome to the Gen's Wealth, the place where we teach you the most important financial next level skills so you can level up in life. And today we're going to be breaking down the best credit card secrets for Gen Z. So let me ask you a question. When you hear the word credit card, what's the first thing that pops into your head? If you said debt, then chances are you're not alone. See, the truth is, most people look at credit cards as a tool for instant gratification, something to blame for overspending and living paycheck to paycheck. But here's the mind hack. Credit cards are like power tools. If you hand a chainsaw to someone who's careless, they'll wreck the place. But in the hands of a skilled builder, that same chainsaw can build a mansion. Credit cards are the exact same way. The difference between building wealth and drowning in debt. Strategy. So let's break down exactly how to do that. Let's dive into the Gen Z hacker. Okay, so here's the deal. Life is expensive, and it's only getting more so. If you're thinking about buying a house, saving for a kid's education, or planning for retirement, the numbers are daunting. Like take retirement, for example. By the time you get there, Social Security alone might not cut it. And if you're anything like me, the thought of relying on family for financial support isn't exactly ideal. So what's the solution? Well, many experts suggest having around $1 million saved up. But here's the catch. It takes a lot of time. If you're starting at age 22, you have some time on your side. Let's say you put $150 a month into an investment account, earning 10% annually. By age 65, you'd have about $460,000. Not bad, but not quite the lifestyle you're envisioning. That's where our Gen Z hack comes in. Now, if you managed to earn an extra $200 a month and invested it alongside your initial $150, your retirement pot would grow to a whopping $1.6 million. It's all about leveraging small amounts of money over long periods of time. Here's the mind hack. Instead of waiting until you can save large sums of money, start with what you already have. This is where credit cards come in. Think of them as your secret weapon to boost your savings. By using a credit card strategically, you can transform everyday purchases into retirement gold. Ready to see how? So here's the gist. There are different types of credit cards out there like cashback, travel, and balance transfer cards. But for the purpose of this video, let's focus on cashback rewards cards. These cards give you a percentage of money back on purchases you already make. It's like getting paid to spend. Here's the deal. According to the Consumer Expenditure Survey, the average person spends about $1,000 a month on essentials like rent, utilities, and groceries. If you use a credit card that offers a flat rate of $2 cash back on all purchases, you'll earn about $20 a month in rewards. That's $240 a year in cold, hard cash. Okay, but why stop there? Some cards offer a higher flat rate of $3 cash back or even more. Take the infamous Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, for instance. It boasts a whopping $3 cash back on dining and travel purchases. Or check out the Amex Blue Cash Everyday Card offering an insane $3 cash back on grocery purchases. Both these cards can amp up your earnings to $300 a year or more. Now that's what I call serious side hustle potential. What's awesome is that these cards don't just reward you on everyday essentials, but also on those surprise expenses life throws at you. Imagine getting cash back on car repairs or medical bills. It's like having a financial safety net. But wait, there's more. Many of these cards offer sign-up bonuses when you meet minimum spending requirements within the first few months. Some even throw in perks like travel insurance, rental car upgrades, and lounge access. And guess what? Some of these perks kick in as soon as you activate your card. The best part about all of this? You don't need a ton of money to get started. In fact, most cards have no annual fee, and you don't even need a perfect credit score. All you need is a steady income and responsible credit history.
Right.
And let's be real, who doesn't love the convenience of paying for everything with one card? No more digging for cash or fumbling with debit cards. And here's the real kicker. By paying your credit card bill in full each month, you can avoid interest charges altogether. Yes, you heard that right. You can enjoy all these perks and benefits for free. It's like getting something for nothing. So here's the Gen Z hack. Use credit cards with cashback rewards, travel points, and 0% intro APR to redirect money into investments. Example, you spend $1,000 a month on bills. With the Chase Sapphire Preferred Amex Blue Cash Every Day or Citi Double Cash, you could earn $20 to $40 back monthly. That's $480 a year. Doesn't sound huge until you invest it. Compounded at 10% in an index fund, it turns into over $80,000 by retirement. Let me break that down a little bit more. So imagine this. Use a credit card that gives you free cash back on everything you buy. You spend $1,000 a month on stuff like rent, utilities, groceries. That's $12,000 a year. With a free cashback card, you get $300 back every single year. Now here's where it gets interesting. Instead of letting that $300 just sit there, you invest it. Let's say you put that money into an index fund, something that tracks the S&P 500. And you do this from age 22 to when you reach 65. If the market returns an average of 8%, which is pretty realistic, that $300 a year turns into a cool $12,000 by the time you retire. Let me put that into perspective for you. Let's say you work a 9-to-5 job and you get a raise every year. After working for 43 years, your total salary would be around $2 million. But guess what? Due to inflation, that $2 million won't be worth much by the time you retire. That's why it's smart to invest. If you had started putting that $300 a year into the stock market and got an average return of 8%, you would have ended up with $12,000. Now let's compare that to someone who didn't invest. Let us assume they had saved up that $300 a year, and by the time they were 65, would be worth $17,000 due to inflation. That means the value of their savings would be almost the same as someone who didn't invest. But here's the kicker. If that person had invested their $300 a year, they would have had over $32,000 by the time they were 65. That's over double what they would have had otherwise. So yeah, starting early and investing is super important. But hold up, as great as these cards are, if you're not careful, they can land you in debt faster than you can say credit card. Credit card companies are in the business of making money, and they are rebanking on you missing those payments. So let's talk traps to avoid. First off, carrying a balance is like walking a tightrope without a safety net. Interest rates on credit cards can be higher than a roller coaster. So if you can't pay your balance in full, it's best to skip the card altogether. Second, don't go overboard trying to chase rewards. It's like trying to win a game by cheating. You may earn points, but you're also racking up debt. Just because you have a rewards card doesn't mean you should start a shopping spree. Third, always set autopay for the full statement balance. That way you use the bank's money for free, and they pay you back in rewards. Now here's where things get interesting. Did you know that a recent survey found that only 18% of millennials and 24% of Gen Zers carry credit card debt? That's compared to 34% of boomers. Credit card debt is becoming less common as younger generations opt for alternative financing methods. This trend has been fueled by the rise of buy now, pay later services, which allow consumers to make purchases and pay for them in installments. Additionally, younger generations are generally more tech-savvy and prefer to manage their finances digitally, which often includes avoiding credit card debt. However, it's important to note that while credit card debt may be declining overall, it's still a major issue for many households and can have serious implications for their financial well-being. Okay, so here's where we wrap things up. Credit cards aren't inherently bad. They're tools that can help you build wealth and live a comfortable life. By following the Gen Z hack, you can make the most of your money and secure a bright future. So if you're ready to take control of your finances, subscribe and watch our next video. See you there.